When I am in Piemonte, I drink Filiberto. And when I am in New York, I drink Filiberto. Can't escape Vitello Tonnato. Everywhere you go is fucking Tonnato sauce. Cut open a Piemontese, it's a little bit of Barolo, and then it's fucking Tonnato. Agnolotti, Vitello Tonnato. If we were gonna complete the trilogy, if we were gonna do the Return of the Jedi of a Piemontese food, it'd be Tajarin.
Totally.
Hello and welcome back to Eating with Robert. Io sono in Italia. Cazzo, I'm in Piemonte, Northern Italy. If you don't know, I produced a show called Sip Trip. You should go watch it, it's very good. Sip Trip with Jeff Porter. My good friend Jeff Porter and I traveled all throughout Italy. Almost sometimes when I think about making that show, I think about the work and I forget about the beauty, but it's hard to forget about, huh? I think Piemontese cuisine is very particular and it's a little bit difficult to find in America. And today we're gonna focus on just a couple of dishes that I think encapsulate what I think of when I think of Piemontese food.
The difference between ravioli and agnolotti, I think it depends of the village.
Via e oggi vi farò vedere il girello, il vitello tonnato fatto all'antica maniera.
Da sempre, prima da sposarmi già la mia mamma faceva i tajarin, sempre. Poi ho imparato e ho cucinato questo piatto.
One great thing about today is that I'm filming with my buddy Eduardo, which is great. And we're also gonna have Amanda Courtney on the show, who's a winemaker and also a tour guide here in Piemonte. Check out Amanda's Wine Adventures. Piemonte, Italy. It's the first place in Italy I've ever been. It's where my friends live. And let's go eat some Piemontese cuisine. Anduma.
My name is Gian Pietro and we are in Costiglioli, by my house, that is Cascina Collavini. Costiglioli d'Asti is actually, I think, the village of typical ravioli. Agnolotti al Plin, the Plin is pinch, how you say? Pinch in the pasta to close the meat inside. It's a kind of style, Italian style, not to do from simple things, good things. Especially for food and Ferrari.
Cheers.
Salute.
Life is good.
I know, right?
Barbera is one of those wines that, not the top of the top, but it's something that everybody drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, in the area of Asti, with that said, it is considered for us an everyday wine. So historically, for this area, because the food was always so poor, you'd have to get your calorie intake in some way, and for Piedmont, it was in wine.
Well, today I'm lucky enough to both eat and drink my calories, so that'll be good. So what do we have here? Some salumi.
We have here some salami coming from Torino.
And this feels like not fully cured.
No, this is a fresher salami.
Buonissimo. Eduardo. What is it, Dutch angle? Less cured salami is very common here, right?
To have it fresh like this, yeah.
Man, all right, I'm ready for agnolotti.
Agnolotti. Agnolotti time.
All right, so this is probably the nicest plate of food I've been served on this show. And we got here some agnolotti. We also have the agnolotti, oh wow, a pear almost just killed Eduardo. We just saw Gianfranco make this in the kitchen. He's got a little bit of concentrated veal stock, butter, obviously fresh pasta stuffed with a mix of pork and veal.
Can I say it? It's fucking delicious.
This is really fucking good. I mean, full disclosure, I had a little bit inside in the kitchen, and I'm equally excited now eating it. The inside is just so like light and fluffy, and it's a small little bite. First hits you the veal, and then the inside kind of
it gives you that length.
Yes, exactly. The veal stock that he uses has no flour. It's like a, yeah, it's a gravy, but it's not a heavy gravy or a thick gravy. It's just really, really pleasant. I mean, it's a perfect dish.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, shit.
Eduardo, keep attention.
I don't know why Piemontese food doesn't really get its due in America?
Can I tell you what I think it is?
Sure.
Most of the northern Italians went to Argentina.
Ah.
So when you go to Argentina, they have bagna cauda day, they do Vitello Tonnato, just like here. And all the southern Italians went to the North America.
Ah, I see.
So that's why you have red sauce and spaghetti and eggplant parmesan, all those typical things from the south.
Huh.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Things that happened generations ago are the reason that you're not eating this right now.
Exactly.
Not much more to say about this, folks. Agnolotti al Plin.
Bomba.
Insane.
That's it.
Oh my god.
Mi chiamo Bardone Alessandra e siamo al ristorante del Beldo da Bardone in San Marzano Algheto. Oggi parliamo del vitello tonnato. Noi lo facciamo all'antica maniera, ovvero si prende il pezzo di girello ricoperto d'acqua. In quest'acqua ci si mette sedano, carote, capperi, tonno. Per fare la salsa tonnata all'antica maniera si fa restringere quest'acqua, si fa evaporare e si aggiunge del tonno a crudo e mischiato molto bene. Come abbiamo visto nell'impiattamento, quella lì è la nostra ricetta del vitello tonnato all'antica maniera.
So we are at Bardone. Wow, a confluence of all my favorite things. Difficult sound and Vitello Tonnato. And probably, if you're not from Piemonte, you've never had beef with tuna sauce and capers, I'm gonna guess. I grew up eating tuna sandwiches and something happened in my brain and just, it's the one thing that I just can't deal with. I can eat almost anything, but tuna I can't deal with. But somehow when I was in Piemonte, after being served it so many times, it was like immersion therapy. Maybe you should go first and explain why you like it, because I'll go second.
Well, the reason I typically like Vitello Tonnato is I actually really enjoy tuna. And I like the fact that it's tuna with carrots, celery, capers, and then you have the roast beef, which to me, if you were to put this in a sandwich, it would be one of the best roast beef and tuna sandwiches ever. It's like surf and turf.
It'd be one of the only roast beef and tuna sandwiches ever. It's good?
It's perfect.
Right. Alright, I'm going to take you through this bite. What's great is that it is kind of like that roast beef sandwich because the tuna sort of acts like a very mayonnaise-y type of flavor profile. The roast beef is not very salty, whereas the tonnato is salty. Yeah, so it's actually just a great combination. And also texturally it's nice. This is a good lesson for everybody, you know? Liking something, not liking something. It's so boring, you know?
Totally.
It's like the first instinct. You gotta go a little bit deeper. If you dislike something, you should dislike it well.
So you order Vitello Tonnato?
I have ordered Vitello Tonnato. Am I gonna keep ordering Vitello Tonnato? Here?
Yes.
Here? Yes, I will. Hey, it's Robert. I'm in my kitchen and I thought it'd be nice to do a little bit of an intermission to kind of explain what happened next. So after Vitello Tonnato, we went out to Carussin Winery. They're great biodynamic organic winemakers named Matteo and Luca. The sound on this day was all a bit rough and it really didn't come out right. Additionally, when I arrived, they were in the middle of the first day of harvest, so it didn't make a lot of sense for me to like pressure them to do what I wanted to do because they were pretty busy. It was super cool to see Moscato be harvested. I got to pick some grapes myself, got to taste some grapes off the vine, and I love those guys. We also went and visited Silvia Altare from the Elio Altare Winery. What I'm trying to say is I didn't produce these two segments very well, and so now I have to shoot this. Anyway, thanks to Silvia Altare for the conversation, and I'm supposed to release this episode today, so I'm gonna go back to editing. Thanks for watching. Ciao.
Mi chiamo Maria e siamo in Vergne, una frazione del comune di Barolo. Questo ristorante si chiama del Buon Padre e della famiglia Viberti da 4 generazioni, dal bisnonno al nonno, mio marito e i miei figli. Io mi occupo della cucina da 50 anni. La nostra cucina è tipica piemontese della Langa. Il nostro piatto sono i tajarin tagliati a mano, buonissimi.
What's up? We're in Barolo. Yesterday we went out and about. We were all over Asti, all over Monferrato. I was very tired. I'm not tired anymore. I got Tajarin in front of me.
Bomba.
And I should point out I'm here with my best friend, Nicolo, with the great microphone up here. He's doing a great job. He's making everything very slow, but it's okay. We still love him. Thanks, Nicolo. Well, what is Tajarin, quickly? Very thinly sliced
Egg noodle pasta.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting because here how you get this yellow color is because they use 60 egg yolks per kilo of flour. That's a lot of egg yolk.
Yeah, that's a lot of egg yolk.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure I get the sound.
Allora, buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Mangiuma.
Bravo.
My goodness. It's like a millefeuille of pasta. There's like layers upon layers upon layers. Italian Americans, the way that I grew up, your sauce is very thick, but here, the sauce is just kind of this perfect consistency where all these layers of tajarin really can absorb it. They're kind of like these explosions of ragu flavor in your mouth.
Totally. And the ragu complements the pasta here.
Oh my goodness, this is so good. I can't even deal with it.
It's crazy because even though it's said a lot, what grows together goes together. To have these two things together is just a complete harmony and absolutely perfect. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing. When you have perfection, how can you add to it?
I don't know. It's a good sound. Crostini.
The longest crostini I've ever seen in my entire life.
Crostini is from Torino. Isn't the story of Crostini something along the lines of there's some king who's like gluten-free?
Exactly. They didn't at the time. They didn't realize or understanding that he was gluten-free, so they came up with crostini, thinking that it was easier for him to digest.
Right. So this is like a breadstick that was made for a celiac.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think after this, let's go finish the day with a glass of Barolo somewhere.
Dai, facciamo così.
Perfect. And finally close out this amazing Piemontese episode. Anduma.
Anduma.
Rolling? When I am in Piemonte, what's the name of it? Fuck. What a couple days it's been, eh? We've been in Piemonte, went over to Asti, had to get that Agnolotti al Plin. You know, in my mind, when I think back on it, that like gravy kind of just reminds me of the sandwich of my youth, which is a hot roast beef sandwich. To me, it's like a humble thing and a comforting thing. And so I made that connection with Agnolotti yesterday. Then we went and got Vitello Tonnato. Historically not my favorite, but I have to say, the one at Bardone, made in the old style, without mayonnaise, so good. If you're gonna eat Vitello Tonnato, and you are if you come here, I really recommend that place. And thanks so much to everybody there. And perfect wine pairing from Amanda. Incredible Grignolino. And then finally today, woke up, came to Barolo, felt a lot more energized. The jet lag pretty much has worn off. And had some tajarin. I mean, tajarin is, if you come here in November, definitely get it with butter and truffles at least once. But more commonly, Tajarin al Ragu, you will get anywhere. And it's a perfect dish, so delicious. I mean, if you come to Italy, you have to have fresh pasta. And I think tajarin is one of those ones that is some of the best in the world. So, it's been a beautiful couple days in Piedmont, and I thought it'd be a nice transition for the next episode. I'm gonna go to Torino, and Torino is where vermouth was invented. It's nice to close things out here at Petit Bistro. Thanks so much to Amanda Courtney from Amanda's Wine Adventures and Delinquent. Definitely check it out. Thanks to my boy Eduardo. Thanks to Nicolo. Grazie mille. And been eating with Robert. My name's Rob. See you next time. A dopo. Cut.
Scorbutici. Madonna.
What is scorbutici?
Grumpy.
Ah, io sono scorbutici. Io sto...
Scorbutici.
Scorbutici.